What's up, guys? Welcome back to coffee time at the Cromey Zone. So today we are enjoying a delicious organo black coffee mixed in with a little bit of my protein hot chocolate just for a little bit of an extra protein boost for the morning. I actually really like this. It's not as tasty as the organo latte, but because it's not quite as sweet, but it is a little bit of an extra protein boost for the morning if I'm not eating breakfast or something like that. So it's actually quite nice, and just that little extra bit of nutrition again for your morning, which is pretty cool. The video was inspired by a guy called Marcel Schwatts, and he wrote this article in Inc. magazine, and basically is talking about he asks industry leaders, basically, so just successful business leaders and stuff like that, their advice for not burning out. I was reviewing some of these and I thought, well, I use some of these myself and these actually seem pretty cool, pretty useful. Some people definitely don't look at these or ignore these, and even for some it actually doesn't work, I guess, which is completely fair. But if you haven't tried any of these tricks, I absolutely advise you to give it a shot and see what you think. Also, what I've done is, so the article actually runs over 3 tricks. I've decided to add in 2 of my own, which I think are kind of fun little things that I kind of do if I'm really sort of reaching the end and I'm like, okay, what's happening here? I can't figure out what's wrong. I'm definitely burning out of energy. What do I have to do from here? And I run over those 2 tips as well at the end of the video as well, just before we finish. So to run over everything as well, we've got everything nicely written in our School of Calisthenics notebook. Thank you, guys. I got this when I was doing one of the courses because it just looked really cool. It's the perfect notebook. It comes with a pen, comes with a nice little ribbon, it comes with a little band. Keep it close, keeps it clean on the inside. I can't keep it clean on the outside, as you can see there. But yeah, I love doing these kind of fitness courses as well. You just get so many just new skills, I guess, you can bring to your classes or you can bring to your training, and it's really awesome. And I'm even finishing one here. I'm going to have an exam up soon with the animal flow, so I'm doing a bit of study with that. That's pretty fun. I can't wait to finish that and start training people on that, because that's a really, really cool form of fitness and cool workout style. So definitely can't wait to do that. And I might even bring some of those videos to this channel as well if you guys would like to see that kind of thing. Anyway, guys, kicking off with number 1, and that is sleep. Get enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is incredibly important. There's so much that goes on with your body when you sleep, right? You flush out, you clean out all the fluids in your brain. Then your brain just becomes a lot clearer. You're getting rid of all those hormones that build up during the day, and they're the things that make you feel kind of groggy and tired, and you make wrong decisions, or you just make hasty, unrational decisions, and it kind of messes up everything. So getting enough sleep is absolutely vital. Doing this also reduces stress, anxiety. It's good for your muscles. It helps prevent weight gain, unnecessary weight gain, and unnecessary weight loss as well. It just helps your body, your metabolism function at the rate that it's supposed to. Number 2, make time for the things you like. So this one's actually pretty important, not just for regular not burning out, but for just living, because you kind of got to do stuff that you enjoy. If you're not doing anything you enjoy, then you're just not enjoying life. And if your purpose is, strong enough for you not to enjoy life, then hey, fair. I appreciate what you're doing. But if you're a normal person like me, for example, I recommend just, liking what you do, doing things you like. So if your job is stressful, for example, make sure you make time for things you enjoy and things that are good for your body. Things like exercise, things like getting sunlight, things like socializing, and things like even getting the right kind of nutrition into your body. So doing things you like also is a really cool signal, or a really important signal to your unconscious, right? Because your unconscious actually makes a lot of decisions. It's in control of your fight or flight responses and all this kind of stuff. And you have to be able to regulate those kind of things. So when you signal to yourself that you can do things that you enjoy, what you're signaling is that you're in control of your life and what you're doing, right? Because when you do stuff you enjoy, like, whatever that benefits in your body. So like, let's say there was an example on Joe Rogan's podcast where a guy was talking, I can't remember what his name was, but he was talking about the decision to go out to a shop or a bakery, buy and eat an eclair. That's not necessarily all of your free will. It's about 50-50 of your free will and the bacteria in your gut biome. So they're both drivers towards that goal or that result. You want to eat that eclair because it tastes good, but the bacteria in your biome or your gut biome wants to eat that eclair because it's good and fuels them. and it keeps them alive. It sustains them. So all of this together kind of actually creates the thing that we call the unconscious mind, which is all the decisions that go on behind your free will. Doing things you like reduces anxiety, it reduces the idea that you're not in control, and it signals to your unconscious that you got this and you'll make much better decisions, not out of fear, but out of trust in yourself. Number 3, we're talking sticking to a good routine. Now this one is really important because, well, it's not really important, but it's important for me. I think sticking to a good routine, I change my routines up all the time. Maybe every few months, I'll change up my routines. I'll do something, I'll go hell for leather on something, and then I'll take my pedal off that, or I'll take my foot off that pedal, and then I'll put the gas down somewhere else, and I'll start focusing really hard on something, on another side, and then I'll just sort of bounce back and forth to them, just making sure I maintain everything. This isn't necessarily the best strategy for getting a lot of things done. Well, it's an alright strategy for getting a lot of things done, but it's not the best thing for getting perfect at one thing. So for example, if I focused on YouTube as much as I did, like say last month or 2 months ago, where I was pumping out like 5 videos a week, 4 to 5 videos a week, it was every 2 days, I was pumping out a video sometimes every day for a little while, then YouTube would be growing exponentially. But I would be depriving other parts as well, other parts of my life, such as my training, coaching, studying, software development, all these kind of things. So now what I've done now is taken my pedal off the YouTube wagon, right? I still really like YouTube, so that's why I keep making these videos. And I love seeing these logs and making these logs, and also kind of building essentially a database of me growing up, essentially, for probably me to look at in about 10 years time, 20 years time. So hey future Luke, welcome to coffee time. And who knows, maybe my kids, my grandkids will look at this and be like, oh, that's cool, look at Grandpa with his weird beard and his weird haircut. So, you know, that kind of stuff is that's why I like doing this kind of thing, right? But software development and all these coaching and training and teaching classes and stuff, that's the kind of stuff that keeps me alive, keeps me fueled. And, you know, even experimenting in things like sales with the organo and stuff like that, that's all, like, you know, I'm distributing my energy amongst all these different things. And whilst I might not make massive progress really quick with them, I'm getting a collective of information and lessons in all of these encompassing skills, essentially. Anyway, that was a complete opposite of sticking to a routine. That was a fucking tangent that just went completely sideways. So essentially, a routine keeps you consistent because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And if that routine is leading towards something that's meaningful to you, in other words, a goal, that routine should be revolving around progress that you need to make to go to that goal. So if you were to build a physique, for example, that you're quite proud of, or you wanted that dream body, for example, dream body, then your routine would be going to the gym maybe 3 or 4 times a week and exercising almost every day, like going for a run, stretching, being functional, all these kind of things that you need to do to nourish your body and nourish your mind, all this kind of stuff, right? So your routine should work towards something. And it also reduces anxiety. Again, like all of these things on the list, you got to reduce anxiety, because anxiety is what kind of burns you out from both sides, or burns out your candle, essentially, because anxiety just makes you crash, burns, it throws your hormones out of whack, it makes you make poor decisions when you're very anxious and all of this kind of stuff. So you really got to sort of lower that down and, you know, try and make it as consistent as possible, work with the system. Don't overwhelm yourself with having to make a massive decision every single day or at every single opportunity. Some things you got to work on autopilot and allow you to divert attention to the things that matter most. So these are my 2 tips now. So number 4 is cooking a delicious and nutritious meal. So for me, this is kind of a form of meditation that I do when it's kind of like, oh my God, where do I go from here? I stop everything. I decide what I want to eat. I might take a recipe from a cookbook, or I might go online and look at a healthy recipe. And what I'll do is I'll take 2 hours, or like however long it takes, to produce a magical meal, like something like just beautiful. Give it all your care and attention. Don't think about anything else. I'll go to the shop, I'll walk the aisles for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and I'll find the perfect ingredients I want. I'll bring them home carefully. I'll lay them, I'll chop them, I'll prepare them, and I'll create this incredibly nutritious meal. It's just a form of meditation in a sense. Everything about it is good for me. Everything about it is good for you. You're eating stuff that's going to nourish your body. And when you think like that, right, the mind is very powerful. When you really think about this, your mind and your body will absorb more out of it. I don't have the studies for it there. I am quoting Own Your Day, Own Your Life on this one. So that's Aubrey Marcus who wrote that. And basically he talks about when you really appreciate your food and you're really mindful about every single bite, your body kicks into this strange kind of overdrive when it comes to breaking it down, and you start to extract and enjoy, and just, you know, it's just really good. That was a bit of a rant on that one, but it is something that's really nice. I love my food, so that's just a really meaningful one to me. Number 5, if eating an incredible meal didn't work, take a fucking break. You don't have to be going all the time. If your metaphorical candle is burning at both ends and you're about to just melt and drop, take a break. Just stop everything. Just drop the pencils, drop the keyboard, drop that mouse, drop the books, you know, drop the phone, stop everything and just take a break. Take a few breaths and analyze the situation. What is happening? If you keep going, you know what's happening. Your anxiety's building up. Everything's about to overflow, and you're going to come crashing down, and everything is going to stop and fail anyway. So take a small break. This goes for projects that last a few hours to projects that last months and even to years, right? So projects that last a few hours, for example, if I'm working on my computer, I might take a break every 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes for about 5 or 10 minutes. What I'll do then is I'll do some stretching. I'll just be like, looking all cool, you know. Do something nice for yourself. Go back on the other 4 tips and just look and see what might be going wrong. What is causing you the most anxiety? Or better yet, take a cup of coffee. Get that focus going. Take a break, analyze the situation, look what may be going wrong, see if you can fix it, and if you can't fix it, well, then you got to take a lesson from Ross Edgley's The Art of Resilience. Don't dwell on the things you can't control. Focus on what you can do, and focus on the sanctum or the sanctuary inside your mind. So I think I've said pretty much everything I want to say on break. I'm struggling not to go into a lot of tangents here because I wanted to keep these videos short, but we're running up on 17 minutes. Oh my god, that is insane. That is too much. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to try and make these ones a bit shorter because they're turning into a bit of a podcast style workout video. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, like that video button or hit that like button. And if you want to ask us any questions or see anything in videos, just leave a comment down below or email us at cromey.luke@gmail.com. Where else? You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, any of those places. We post clips from these videos and from podcasts and stuff like that. And if you want to as well, check out either this video here where we talk about weight loss, and that's our most recent podcast on the Cromey Show, or check out whatever video I put up here. This could be a completely random video, or it could be one that is most relevant for you. And on my face right now is a lovely subscribe button. Hit that to visit the channel. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Stay fit, stay happy, stay healthy.